We can do it.
Good
Maybe.
evening. It's part 2 of PopPop's LitRPG World. I'm me. This is Gary Furlong.
'Tis I. Happy to be here.
Voice actor amazingness.
That's very kind. Thank you.
So you have an Irish voice to start out with.
Yeah,
You all could do American voices so freaking good.
Well,
but we can't do Islander voices.
Well, I think because we get a lot of American TV, and like got a lot of it when we were growing up, so we had access to relatively accurate American accents. So we had places to train. Where I don't know if a lot of Irish media gets to America. No, not a lot of authentic Irish media. Yeah, you got your Lucky Charms commercials. I don't want to swear, but they're not great.
You're allowed. I swear at
times. Oh, they fucking suck, man. I hate them so much. If I may be permitted one quick tangent that's related to Lucky Charms, there was an advertisement for Lucky Charms, and the guy was clearly not Irish. He was like, how's it going there? My name is Patrick. And it's okay, that's the worst I've ever heard. But there was a girl in the ad who was from Ireland. Oh, wasn't it? It was Irish Spring Body Wash. And it was just like, switch the roles. Let her do the ad. Because she has the real accent. And, anyway.
Yeah. Wow, I really touched on a nerve there.
Yeah.
Don't get me started. We do listen. Here, Gims and I listen to, BritBox and Acorn and, because...
All right, yeah.
Just better TV. We get the Aussie stuff, the New Zealander stuff, and their vowels are just all fucked up. So
I have not seen any New Zealand TV, I don't think.
Oh my God, it's there.
What?
Do you ever? And then there's that whole web series. I can never remember that does D&D stuff and game lit things. They're from New Zealand.
All right, I need to watch that. Send me a link after this to the whatever you watch, because I'd love to see that.
Okay, I have to go track it down and I'll send it over.
Oh yeah, like no rush.
It's just years and years and years of this stuff. So yeah, it's definitely. And the funny thing is, I've been working at a Wawa, which is a convenience store, as a part-time thing.
Oh yeah.
And I can now I hear an accent, I hear a vowel. I said, I know where you're from. Let me guess. And I go, New Zealand. And she's like, what? What do you know? I said, yeah, you said something. So
you said you work at Wawa, right?
Yes.
What's your opinion of Buc-ee's?
I yell at people. Well, I don't. I say, look, don't wear Buc-ee's into Wawa.
No, don't listen to him. You wear Buc-ee's into Wawa.
The only thing I use Buc-ee's for is a urinal.
Everything. Well, yeah, because they're the best.
No, because I can go urinate in there and then walk out. I don't buy coffee there. I get gasoline there on occasion. It's just like, oh my God, there's too much stuff here. You like Buc-ee's?
There's just
I'm
enough
sorry,
stuff.
This interview is over.
I do. I live in Texas, so I have to represent Buc-ee's.
Sense. Yeah, they're there. There's like 2 Buc-ee's, maybe 3 in Florida. In Texas, there's probably 10 because it's.
There's one huge. 5 minutes from my house.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
When I lived up in Jersey, we had 5 Wawas in 5 directions within 5 minutes. Here, it's like 20 minutes just to get to one.
Yeah,
which is horrible for a Wawa person. So, what is the difference? I was talking to Milks. That's his name on Discord. He lives up in northern England, not as far north as Jez.
Okay.
But he sent me a video of a Geordie.
Oh God, right. Okay.
And I was like, what the hell? I'm just like, no way. How do you understand what that person is saying?
Even for me, and like being from Ireland, I would have a lot of experience of a ton of British accents, but there are some like Geordie I do find a bit difficult to understand, and it's also quite difficult to do as an accent for me. It's quite difficult. But oh yeah, I can imagine if someone spoke very fast in a Geordie accent, I would struggle. But the same could be said for like a Kerry accent or a Cork accent from Ireland. So like, yeah, they're
So
different
they
degrees
are.
of
It's just
strength.
not one straight up Irish.
Just one accent for the country?
Yeah, for the whole
No,
country.
we have a few different ones. Yeah, well, God, like even the county I'm from, Wexford, has a unique accent. I would say. I sound pretty flat, neutral-ish, borderline Dublin-y, I would imagine. But my hometown accent does not sound like that at all. It's and I don't think if I did it, you would recognize it as an Irish accent. So I can do a bit for you if you would like, if you want
Go
to
ahead.
hear what a towny Wexford accent sounds like. This is what they would say to you. Hello, how are you doing? Do you want to
No
go to
way.
the shop?
That's English. That's
Yeah,
American
but
English.
that's I'm telling you the sentence.
Okay.
And then they would say it like this. All right, hon, how's it going? Do you want to go shop? Yeah. And that is
You want
be
to go shopping?
do you want to go shop? Do ya? Do you want to go shop? Yeah.
So they add the do ya? I mean, there's just
Sometimes some
little
people do. Yeah.
additives to it, like the Canadian A.
Sometimes, yeah. I'm kind of like exaggerating it a bit, but like it is pretty. They do talk like that, and it's an acquired taste, I would say.
So why don't you give me a good Texan accent?
I don't know if I can do a good Texan accent. I have like my Southern accent. I sometimes try to put the Texas whistling, like, hey, what you guys doing? You want to talk over here? You want to go buckets? I want to go buckets. Get some brisket on the board.
Can't mess up with brisket.
You not in Texas. You won't get away. You wouldn't serve it. If you messed it up, you wouldn't serve it. You throw it out.
You'd be thrown out. I haven't had good brisket. Well, no, I didn't even have brisket when I went. But we went and we had fajitas at
Very nice.
Don Pablo's in Houston when we went. So, what are you working on right now, Mr. Furlong? What is your creative juices going into?
Right now, I am narrating the fourth book in the Restarting the Apocalypse series by Michael Chatfield. It's called Old Trials Anew, and it's good. It's great. It's a good series. You should.
Well, I have to
Chatfield
because it's
called.
an apocalypse, and apocalypse is my thing. So,
And
I'm gonna have to. Is it good?
It's regression, I think.
It's
I think that's
regression.
yeah, yeah. So it's like, I've never done a book like it. So it's so fun to just like be in the genre and through the two characters that I can't say much without
You can't say much, don't,
spoiling
'cause
it.
I don't even want to know.
Seeing the world through the main characters and knowing a little bit about their backstory going into book one, even because the first scene paints a little bit of the picture of what's happening, sets everything up. So you kind of when stuff gets really going, you're like, this isn't like they remember one life and they're in another life. Anyway, yeah, it's great. You should get into it. And there's like
So
4 books already.
when his regressions his regressors have limits, they can't just run amok.
Oh yeah. We don't have a bunch of like just overpowered MCs who can just do whatever they want whenever they want. So there are limitations, there are consequences, there are like things they didn't account for. So
That was the thing that was the hardest for me to say. Why would I do a regressor? Because they know everything, and then you just get to see all the little ways that the authors short circuit the abilities.
But that's the fun part, isn't it? You're like,
It is.
oh well,
It is.
It's gonna be so easy, and then they get there and like, it's not easy at all. Which is like so much fun.
That's what really turns me on in that. But I have not done that one yet. But I have done many others. So, what was your? No, I never ask favorite. That's just wrong because then you just piss
I couldn't
off
even answer it if I
other
wanted.
authors.
Yeah,
You've done like hundreds of books and series at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna check right now because it could have changed. I'm like at 498 books.
Jesus criminy, man.
Me and my pseudonym Richard Sawyer, who I don't do a ton with anymore. He has 29 books and I've got 469, I think.
Does Richard Sawyer do a certain genre of?
A lot of, I think I confine him to very specific Irish motorcycle-y, romancy type stuff. And I originally did it as kind of, I started doing this so long ago, like over 10 years ago, that it was like, well, if you're going to do erotica or any kind of smutty stuff, you should get yourself a pseudonym. But now it's like
It's all coming out.
Well, like the smuttier the book, the more I'm like, oh, I'm doing that on my name. No, he doesn't. Richard Sawyer doesn't get that. That's a Gary Furlong book because high smut is like, oh yeah, no, I want that, please, thank you. So I'm at 470 for Gary Furlong.
Wow.
I think I'm at 499. That's
Who's going to be 500?
I don't know.
You have an assistant?
Not really. I do need to get one.
I mean, Steve Campbell has an assistant.
Yeah, I was going to hit him up and be like, hey, how did you find yours? I would like one, please, thank you, to see if it would make my life a bit easier.
So how long have you been in the United States versus Ireland?
So, well, first, I want to just draw attention to a comment here. D-Spence, ATL. These are the bear dynamics.
Thank you for coming over.
Yeah, the DT770 Pro X, apparently. They're slightly newer, but they're nice. They're great. They're very, very good. I like these headphones a lot. What was the question that you asked?
How long have you been here as opposed to there?
Yeah. I'm here since 2017. And prior to that, I lived in Japan, not Ireland.
Wow.
I was in Japan for 5 years.
You're a globetrotter.
Like a little bit. I did Japanese in university. I studied it, and I came out not being very good at Japanese, so I did the JET program for like 5 years, from 2010 to 2015. While there, I met my now wife, who is from Texas, and followed her here. That's how I'm in Texas.
Sense.
Yeah.
It's a pity you picked North Texas as opposed to Houston, but I'll forgive you.
I like it up here, but I've not really been to Houston enough to have an opinion on it, so I need to go more.
It's freaking huge compared to what it was when I lived there in the 80s. It's like monstrous. It's horrible, to say it in French.
Yeah.
So you are going to Jordan Con.
Hell yeah.
And are you going to LitRPG Con?
Oh, yes.
So
Absolutely.
You're a featured guest or a panelist at LitRPG?
I believe I'm a panelist. I don't know that I'm a featured guest, which people seem to be mad at me if I don't know. I'm definitely I'm half working the event, so I'm definitely a panelist at the very least. So, yeah, I could be a featured guest. I'm not sure.
I think a lot of the expansions that they've done, narrators, podcasters, and the book talkers and all that are panelists. So, hey, I'm a panelist. You're a panelist. We're just gonna have loads of fun.
Oh yeah, it's great. I was a panelist at the first one last year, and it was just so well done. It was such a well done event that I'm delighted to be able to come back to it and do it again.
So you would have received your Jordan Con assignments.
I just got them. Yeah.
And what are you doing there?
I can check now. It's quite a few panel, and I specifically asked to be put on the LitRPG kind of exclusively track for Jordan Con. So let me check here. I'm not going to give it any of the names, but I'll tell you roughly the kind of panels I'm on. Where the hell is it? Maybe
some people are starting to put up their thingamabobbers.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Thank you for coming in, Wilkie. I know you have stuff to do.
Yeah, thanks, man. I believe they were on my. I did a very quick live the other day, and I believe they were on it. Just chatting. It was fun.
He has multiple screens, everybody, unlike PopPop, who just has a laptop.
I don't even have multiple screens. I have like a teleprompter here, which my camera is here. It should be in there, but I got too lazy because I read off of this for work. I'm doing a panel called LitRPG Party Up. I'm doing one called the LitRPG Roast.
No, that'll be fun.
I think this is a performance one that I might have done at the last Dragon Con. At last Dragon Con, we did, me, Ryan Reed, and Jeremy Fraser, and a few other voice actors were on this panel where this guy played a game. It was a pigeon dating sim, and we all voiced different pigeons. And like the one that Ryan did was just this real like, "Coo! I'm a big buff pigeon."
Well, that makes sense.
So funny. Lit RPG Classic RPG Tropes, and then I think something on Sunday. So it should be fun. And I'll be at the Sembu Theater booth for JordanCon.
Very good. That's
And
a good
Lit
place to
RPG.
be. I think I'll have to hang out. I somehow got media guest credentials.
Oh, yeah? Nice.
So I'm just going to walk around with my phone and do a bunch of weird live shots and record shots and
Why not?
splice them all together. And I'm not going to be a normal, well, where'd he go? I'm not going to be doing normal type of things.
No, don't do it.
There's another Irishman that is very big in the lit RPG community. I'm not calling him big. What? Yeah.
By like reputation and like his
both
his standings in the community.
Yeah, that's all I'm talking about. So you and Brian.
Yes.
How do you guys get along? Don't you have a little history of funniness together?
I don't know. Just I think we met at I think doing an online panel. It was the first time I had ever met Brian. And then we just meet at cons and hang out.
Have fun.
Yeah, yeah. And there's also Jack Fields as well. Is another Irish person.
Where now is Jack Irish as well?
Yeah. Okay,
I didn't know that. Now he does both, right? He's an author and a voice actor.
He is indeed.
I don't know if he's showing up or not. One would think that Jez would drag him over. You know.
I need to ask him if he's coming to JordanCon. I'm not entirely sure that he is. I don't know. I'd have to ask him. But he was I'm sure people know this. He was a writer on Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, that's
which is
cool.
A game I just beat recently and love, and I'm playing it again.
I played Baldur's Gate.
The very first one?
Yeah, the very first one.
It's good. 3 is like it has all the great graphics or that that modern systems and games have, but like the way you play it mostly is like the top-down kind of point and click RPG style. So it's
what I really liked was the limitation of the storage, where you had to like be real careful what you dragged along, rather than just everything into 45 different little panels that could do everything. So I've just fell away from a lot of gaming. So happens when you get old. Don't get old.
You should try Pillars of Eternity. You'd like that one. If you like Baldur's Gate, Pillars of Eternity.
Okay.
You'll like it, I think.
What I've done more recently was play things like Soul Mask and Icarus.
I've never heard of those.
They're just you can play them with people and on small teams, but it's like I hate people. I use it as my Minecraft and I don't do sigils or Andrew Givler Minecraft where you have like a million people watching you. I go into Minecraft or Icarus to be by myself and build really stupid, ugly looking structures, but that are nice for me.
Yeah, build a 1-to-1 scale of the Starship Enterprise.
Something like that. Yes, you could do that. So that's what I do. But that happens. So I will be over there with you on both places. Yes. So that'll be loads of fun. I am a panelist. I am a media guest. I don't know how this happens.
You're just doing everything.
I will. And I'm actually flying up because I think flying from Orlando to Atlanta is better than driving 8 hours
to
get there. And it's really cheap. So that'll be cool. What else are you working on? What's going on?
It's just I'm very blessed to have a lot of work, but it's building up to so it's just a lot. I'm doing some stuff with Sound Booth, which is great. Am I allowed to talk
Are
about
you
it?
allowed to
Yeah.
talk about what you're doing in Sound
Yeah.
Booth?
Yeah, we're doing it's gonna be coming out soon. There is a fully cinematic version of Mark of the Fool. First episode is gonna be coming out soon. That's all I'll say. But
Is
it's
it
a
going
lot
to
of
be
fun.
like? Is it going to be season like? Or
I think I can say yes. Yes, it is. Not the whole book, not just yet. What the hell?
you vanished, man?
I'm gone. My camera
What
must
the
have
hell?
died. Hold on.
A gator got you.
Yeah. I think my battery died and the camera's trying to turn itself back on. There we go.
So that's cool that you're
Um,
doing that. So that's why you're hanging out with them.
yeah, absolutely. What else? Oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry.
Oh,
Let
poor
me just
Gary.
I'll sort this guy out. Dee-dee-doo.
I am not doing Atlanta to Orlando in 6.5 hours. I'm too old for that. Probably, of course, going through
Not with
TSA.
that attitude.
Going through TSA at this point might take me 6.5 hours as well. Of course, it's a Pop's interview. And what are you doing awake? Who's this guy?
Who's this guy? I'm Gary. Nice to meet you.
It's Gary Furlong. Costs, he likes to write books, but he doesn't really get to know a lot of people.
I do have a nice sound booth, Cost. Thank you so much. It's new. I just got it.
You just make him feel more human as opposed to having him on the pedestal that he deserves to be on.
What kind of books do you write, Cost? Or Cost
Bad Cost. Now you're getting interviewed. Now you can get ready for
yeah.
April
Now
2nd
you're on the
interview.
show. How do you like it?
What do you write? Here, I can show you because look, all I have to do is reach right over here and I can grab 2 of his books
Oh, very
right
nice.
off of my Aethon calendar. But it's all
nice.
backwards and stuff. So Eternity's Bargain, which was his first and oldest book, but just came out. He told me that. And the one he recommended that I read, The Accidental Summoning. I have a week and a half to read something in these books. So he doesn't yell at me. He yells at me anyway.
At the same time.
He yells at me at 3:00 in the morning when he's still awake because it's midnight in California. And I have to wake up to go to the bathroom because I'm 64 and a half or more.
6 and a half.
64 and 3/4.
Yeah, and 7/8.
I keep track of that stuff. It's really important. Currently, oh yeah, you mentioned something about that. Yeah. So I do like the fact that we're getting into historical like events. He has all sorts of fancy tools.
The colors are all kind of weird, so I had to do a white balancy thing. It's nerdy shit that no one ever needs to get into.
Gary, what's your mic and preamp setup? Oh my God, what are we going to get technical and shit now?
Remember that you asked for this. I'm not. I run a little bit hot, but the ventilation in this booth is actually next level. It's so good.
Okay.
I'm going to talk about my gear. But okay, hold on. Here we go. So this is the microphone. If you can see, it is a Sennheiser MKH 416. That goes into a Grace M101 preamp. So that's what gives it the volume and the power to the camera, the microphone. That then goes into an RME Babyface Pro, which is the sound card that attaches the sound to the computer. And I'm very, very pleased with this setup. It's acquired over years. I didn't start out with this at all, nor should anyone.
It took a long time to get to this.
Well, yeah, I mean, like it's relatively expensive, and it's just like there's no need for it. It's just like sometimes you get to a point where you're like, oh, this is a nice to have, and this is like an amazing microphone, really, really great. So
since Koss is a writer, he doesn't know what a preamp is.
Yeah, a preamp is the thing that gives your mic. So if I was to plug this in, there's no volume. It would give no sound. A preamp gives it the mic power, and then it tells it how loud to go. So I can like turn myself up really loud. Or if I'm underpowered, I'm too quiet. You can't hear me. So I have to.
So you get effects out of that.
Not effects out of this one, but you can have preamps that do have effects. This is just pure volume. So I can like record at a good signal that will give, say, engineers a lot of time to a lot of headroom, it's called, to work with, and to make sure I don't clip. So I need to set it's called gain setting. So your bass volume, you got to set that. And there's ways to set that properly to make sure that you're not going to distort the audio or come in too quiet. Because if they have to boost the audio too much, it'll have like a hiss underneath it.
Oh my God, one of my favorite cousins is visiting.
From Tommy?
Tommy. He is one of my second or third cousins from Pennsylvania.
Oh, nice.
So hey, Tommy, thanks for coming in. He started to follow me, which is absolutely awesome. So when I was talking to Steve Campbell before this, he did a series with Sound Booth.
Yeah.
For one of, I think, Necronomicon's books.
Yeah. I think so, yeah.
He was like flabbergasted by.
In what way?
By the fact that, they have tracks for every little thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, because it's multicast, you really do have to lay out the song file in such a way that every actor has their own track. Or it'd be a nightmare to try and follow where do you come in? Like, you'd never know where your lines are. You'd have to like sift through the entire audio, which would just take hours and hours and hours.
So this way they can just have your track and you can say your words once the bass is laid out.
I'll receive the Ableton set, and I'll see my whole track. I'll see exactly where all my lines are. So all I have to do is listen to the performance before and after to make sure that I'm matching the energy of the scene. And so that the audio fits in better, and I can hear what the other actor has said, which means I can kind of tailor my response or my character's response a little bit better than if I couldn't hear it. If it was just like, here are your lines, say those lines into the microphone, and send them off in one file. So it does help. It helps for the performance side of things.
So now when you do your own solo narration, your own solo voice acting.
Yes.
Are you doing it like Jeff does and Steve does and everyone else? You're just doing the multiple voice. You just flip flop from voice to voice to voice to voice to voice.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's why audiobooks is the best acting form. You get to do every character. Sometimes that's a curse because you're like, I'm not doing a great job at this character. I'm trying my very best, but my voice can only go so deep. So if their voice drops an octave, that's difficult for me to do.
Well, I tend to agree with it. I figured out that overall the toughest acting to do is theater acting.
It's hard, yeah. It's
on stage.
I've done some theater, amateur theater, but it's a lot of fun. But it's difficult, yeah.
And the easiest and the least true acting is television acting.
I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, maybe you could say that. I suppose it's kind of subjective. Like, there's ways to be excellent at all of these and maybe not be so good at other ones if you focus only on, like, if I went to do screen acting right now, I'd suck at it. I'd probably be too loud or too quiet, or I wouldn't move my body correctly. It's like, Gary, humans don't move like that. Could you please move like a human, please? Just because I'm used to being in the booth doing any of my own, all my own shit. Ditto 7380. Have I tried improv? Yes, I have tried improv. I used to work for a street improv company back in Ireland, and it was among the most fun I've ever had in my entire life. It's great. I love improv. I miss it so much.
Have any of your books ever required you to sing?
Yes.
And how do you sing?
I had to do a book called, generally, singing in audiobooks is not necessarily done because of, I suppose, copyright worries. You definitely can't sing copyrighted songs in audiobooks. But I did a book called Bernard Pepperlin, which is a children's book. But the author had already written and recorded songs specifically for the book. So they had recorded full instrumental versions with singers. But in the audiobook, there was no music, but they were like, would you sing the song as, I think it was a squirrel. So I had all the songs that I could listen to and learn, and I sang them in the book, and it was so much fun. So yes, I have had to sing in audiobooks before, and it was great. I loved it. I don't know if the singing was great. I hope it was. I tried my
I
very
had
best.
a narrator sing Diggy Hole. Sometimes costs, I just don't know what you talk about.
What is Diggy Hole?
Why do you do these things to people, Cost?
I had a narrator sing Diggy Hole. Oh
What
my
is
god.
Diggy?
Did you write Diggy Hole? You need to make sure you're not going to get sued.
Sing the song, but as a squirrel. No, don't. I mean, we're not violating any trademarks, copyrights, or anything's on PopPop's LitRPG world. I'm not getting dragged down into that.
Oh my god.
That
It's like there's
debacle.
a Diggy Hole too. A Diggy Hole too. Oh man. All right. Yeah.
They do, but the problem with TV acting, I got to sit in and be on a pilot episode of How to Get Away with Murder back in
That's
2010-ish.
awesome.
So realistically, they just
Great show.
stopped. And this was the pilot was filmed outside of Philly, so that's the only reason I got to go. And everything else switched over to outside scenes, shot, put everything in LA.
Yeah.
So, but they would just stop, pick up here, and it's like, okay, this.
I feel like that would shock me. Like, I know intellectually
it destroyed me. It just like, oh,
how do you
what the hell
keep the same energy across the breaks if it's like stopping and going something? Well, you kind of
it's
need that
not,
narration,
and it destroyed the continuity idea.
right.
That's just why you get on a theater stage, and that's it.
You got they got to know your lines, all of them,
all the time. So,
which that's a skill I've lost. I used to be pretty good at just doing it, but I don't. That'd be a difficult transition for me again to go back into theater to I gotta learn all these. But can I just have them in front of me?
Sorry.
Cosplay 1 has asked if I like to sit or stand. I prefer to stand just because I think it's a little bit healthier because you narrate for so long during the day. I mean, sitting for that long, it's just not good for you, and it hurts. It really does hurt. You would think sitting is comfortable. What are you talking about? But it can hurt. It hurts me anyway. So my legs would get a bit sore, so I like to stand.
Doesn't it also do something with your diaphragm differently if you're sitting versus standing?
If you don't sit properly. So there is a way. Standing, I think, is honestly, if I could narrate lying down on a hard surface, that'd be ideal because it's very difficult not to speak improperly. It's easier to speak a little bit more how your body wants to speak when you lie down. Not on a bed though, it has to be a hard surface, which wouldn't be comfortable over time. Yes, if you sit you're way back and you're comfortable and you're just lounging in the chair, your back is curved.
Thanks, Tommy.
Is someone going?
No, he just said it was a great show, which is true because now that's Ronnie. That's his brother.
All right.
And then Tommy, I guess, is just using his username.
But yeah, if you sit forward in the seat with your butt on the very edge and your legs planted and your knees relatively straight, you can speak correctly and use all the muscles properly. But you find yourself hunching over and getting comfortable and sitting in a weird way. So, but that happens standing as well. My shoulders will go up or my head will go in a weird way. So every 10-ish minutes, I just shake myself out, even if I'm standing.
Now, do you Discord? Do you do narration live for people?
Not as much as I should. I often haven't, because you really have to ask permission from the author or publisher to do those lives, or you should. And sometimes I just need to get a book finished because I'm on a bit of a strict deadline. But I would like to do more of it because it's a lot of fun. And the narrators who do it are just killing it on social media and have it's a nice way to engage with listeners and just Even other narrators like will hop on and just say hello, which is really nice. So I'm gonna do more of it hopefully in the future. That'd be nice.
But technically, you're there at the behest of, say, Podium or studio, sound booth, and or the author itself.
Yeah, but I suppose it'd kind of be like if Tom Holland was vlogging from the Spider-Man set, just like, "Hey MJ, plot spoilers. See you later, guys." So like you have to kind of get the go ahead and be like, "Dear author slash publisher, may I narrate this?" And sometimes I'll ask like, up until what chapter is good, or are there any chapters you'd like me to leave out? And what a lot of narrators are doing now when they do romance or erotica live, they'll mute for the smutty scenes because TikTok's AI will hear it
It'll
and be
kick
like,
you right off.
"You're being rude." And it's like, "No, I'm just narrating live. People actually came to listen to this TikTok. You motherfucker."
You say, "Okay, fucker, you're gonna be gone."
Yeah. I was kicked off a live once because I was narrating away and I would make mistakes and I would curse and just like, motherfucker, I made a mistake, blah, 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 blah. And TikTok was like, "You're bullying your audience. You can't go live anymore."
That happened. That happened to one of ours when Rec
Oh, yeah?
went onto it, and sometimes we say things about each other or to each other, and it was like, "You're bullying," and we got throttled.
Yeah, I mean, I see the reasoning behind it because there'll be that time when someone is bullying someone and that's not nice. So,
And it was either that or it was an AI thing or someone like who didn't know.
Reported you
and said, "Oh, these guys are being mean."
Yeah.
And I would just say, "Okay, that's just like, I don't know, a Gen A or a whiny millennial."
Hey, man, we're not that whiny. We can be.
Boomers, we have permission to do whatever.
Yeah, boomers just do whatever you like.
I don't care. I'm old. I said, I'm old. I don't. It's loads of fun because at Wawa I get away with all sorts of shit.
So I don't know that I'm not even going to ask because I'm afraid.
Not that much. I just have fun with my customers. That's all.
Yeah.
Like if I see somebody from like Pittsburghish,
Oh, yeah?
It's like, it doesn't matter what's the best pizza in Pittsburgh, and they're shocked, and I go, there is a correct answer to this question.
Oh, really?
People get it right. They get it right. Sometimes they don't, and and
are you someone who has strong opinions on pizza?
About the best pizza in Pittsburgh? Yes.
What about pizza and its various style? I think what I'm trying to get at is, do you think, and you probably know where I'm going, Chicago deep dish, A, is a pizza, and B, is a good style of pizza? Because I love deep dish.
Isn't that Pizzeria Uno?
It's what?
Isn't it? I guess it's not. Deep dish can be real.
Yeah.
Philly and South Jersey pizza is a little bit thicker and a little bit cheesier.
They got like the fat bread, don't they? Like the really.
It is a little bit. It is a little bit more. It's a little bit in the crust, but my daughter went up to New York City for her Disney job, and she got to go and had New York pizza.
Yeah.
At like Broadway and 42nd Street. New York pizza and Brooklyn pizza is to die for.
I've had very late night New York pizza, and I mean, it was great. But I don't know that I've had good New York pizza, but even the pizza I had was like, I like this a lot.
I mean, my wife and I went up for some event. For the Sean Cassidy, we actually had a real meal. We went to see Sean Cassidy.
Okay.
In New York, and God dang it, he puts on a really great show.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I didn't expect it. She's seen him 3 times. I've seen him once, because that's enough.
Yeah, that's borderline too much.
He does a phenomenal show. But yeah, I guess Detroit pizza and Chicago pizza are almost the same.
I don't actually know. I've had Chicago pizza and I've had New York pizza, and then Domino's and Marco's and the chain pizzas.
Yeah. There was a guy here in my town that came from Pennsylvania, and he made a Neapolitan pizza that was just so phenomenal. He had some sort of triple filtered plumbing,
Oh, so it's had nice
filtrate the
water.
water until it was like perfection. And he left. He left after a year, and I was like so mortified because the guys that moved into it afterwards, were just, yeah, no. So now there's really just chain stuff because there's just
Yeah.
nothing that could do it down here. So yeah,
Cosplay has
it
asked,
happens.
is it a coincidence that this interview is happening just a few days after Patty's Day, which was 2 days
He looks
ago?
fine. He looks fine. He's recovered.
I'm alive. And also, that's not how you spell Patty's Day. I'm such a
What
butt
did
when
he
it comes.
do? And let me see. I can't see. Oh my God.
There's the 2T way, which is like the smashed patty of meat way, and then it's this way, which is the
PADDY.
DDY, Patty's Day.
One of my best dogs was Patty. His
Oh,
name
very
was
nice.
Padraic.
Oh, very good.
So went all over with that one. So was it?
It is about beef. You're actually correct. Yeah, Patty's Day is all about different types of beef patties. You're the only one who's figured it out. Ireland being a famous beef nation.
Yeah, because there's so many cows in Ireland. They got rid of all the snakes and they brought cows in.
Yeah, like all the snakes are gone. I was like, get the fucking cows in here, lads. We need something to eat.
Don't you
All
have
the snakes are
goats
gone.
and sheep and stuff?
Oh yeah, sheep.
Because you can't have lawnmowers. They didn't let you have like real tools and stuff there when you were being oppressed.
Well, yeah, but I also don't know that lawnmowers were invented at that time. Don't let the Irish mow their lawns. Let there be sheep there to eat their grass. Yes, I feel good about this. And you're fucking like the Queen Victoria, just like, what are they doing over there in Ireland? Lawnmowers? No, absolutely not. No. Take their bicycles as well. Give them horses. Ponies. No, you know what? Fuck it. Give them mules. They shall ride mules. That's all they shall have. But they shall think they are horses.
You need to bring back a single person Monty Python.
Just one.
Just
like,
just
I didn't
go
vote
off.
for him. Get in the bar. Don't
I'm
get
a
in the
man.
bar, right?
Old woman. You can't. I can do them. I just can't do the accents. I mean, people get like they just don't know how to do the proper.
I haven't watched Monty
anymore.
Python in years. It's very funny. It's so strange. I think I prefer Faulty Towers.
I've not watched Faulty Towers.
Oh man, watch it. It's so good.
I can do that because they're out there.
It's so funny. I think it's like maybe one season, at maybe 2 seasons at the very most.
Really?
It's not a lot of episodes, but it's so funny.
I'll have to give it a shot. Because I mean it's the same thing.
Yeah, it does, like John Cleese and I think Prunella Scales, and she didn't write it. Oh, who's the other writer? Anyway, they like when you listen to them, like it's such a goofy show, like really goofy, really silly. And then when you hear them talking about how they wrote it and how serious they were about it, it's like, oh, I can see why this was so funny. Like the thought they put into it and for it to come across as so effortlessly silly and goofy. Cosplay One says he wants to get into a bar fight if he goes to Ireland. I do not recommend that. Just anywhere. It's very painful.
I have secret information about cosplay, so he's safe.
Oh yeah. Okay. Like some sort of like
it's just going to be this fantasy that he has forever. By the way, Pops, try to find Monty Python Easter eggs in eternity. I will do that. I'll recognize them. I'm good. Are you okay over there? Are you sweating your ass off, or you just?
I'm in a vocal booth. I had drank tea, and I like run hot by default. So if I come into a room warm, I'm not cooling down. But I'm good. Don't worry. I'm not.
I don't want you. I don't want you passing out, and I don't be responsible for. Dude, I loved what you did with the ad.
Oh yeah, that was you asked if I had an assistant. I don't have an assistant, but I do have someone who does all my social media with me for me, like does all the posting and stuff. So he was like, "Hey, record this script," and I'm gonna overlay it over the advertisement.
God damn it! I don't have anybody like that. I'm just some old geezer who doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
Well, neither do I. That's why I have someone who to help. It's my brother, so he was just like, record this, send it to me. I'm gonna post it. I was like, okay, I'll do it.
I think my support team is failing me. Cosplay one.
Yeah. I keep that thing like a glacier. Yeah, man. I would like to keep it. It does run hot, but it's actually fine. If I don't come in hot, I stay relatively cool. So this booth is a huge upgrade to my old one. Even though my old one was excellent, this is a very lovely vocal booth, and I'm very happy to have it. But I'm warm right now. All right. Okay.
I'm not. He's not in support. He's a talent. Yeah. He's bitching and moaning because 3 months ago I scheduled him for April, and he's never let me forget it. So it's a week from now, and I scheduled Gary Furlong last week.
I need to tune in for cosplay's episode then.
That'll be. Oh yeah, I don't have to worry. You're not.
Oh shit!
I thought we. What?
When is this episode?
When his is April 2nd.
April 2nd. Okay, I'll be back. If it was next week, I would be away. I'm at the
So either at 8 or 9.
Comic-Con.
Are you going down to Houston for Comic-Con?
Kansas City.
Oh, because sound booth.
Yeah. I'm gonna attend that and just be there. There's an actor, Carl Urban, is going to be there. He's one of my favorite actors. I hope to meet him. I'm making my business to meet him.
Oh, that's Thelma.
Oh yeah,
which means that my wife and daughter have returned from their Tennessee trip.
Very nice.
Yeah, where my daughter was sitting in a car and a big ass black bear walked by her.
Oh my god!
So I haven't heard that story yet. So, Thelma, Jesus Christ! And then
Cosplay.
Duke is just sitting over here.
I do work with Sound Booth.
He does.
Every now and then. I mean, if you've listened to the audio immersion tunnel of Dungeon Crawler Carl, I'm in that one.
Oh my good God.
I play Growler Gary coming up.
You do? I haven't gotten to Growler Gary. Can I go shut my dog up real quick?
Oh, yeah.
Talk to cosplay for just a minute.
Hi, guys. Welcome to my show. I'm now the Pop Pop.
It's not your show.
It's my show. We said it. It's in canon. This is my show now.
Hey.
Yeah, Sound Booth are awesome, man. What do you... okay, we all know you all like Dungeon Crawler Carl. Oh, yeah. I'm in Prophecy Approved Companion. With Annie Ellicott. And Jeff Hayes is in that one, too.
Oh, my God.
That series is top tier. That's so good.
That was just weird.
The doggo.
Thank you. I'm back.
I'm sorry, who are you? Didn't invite you to my show. You on my show? Which we just said this is my show, but you're not on it. Who are you? Can I ask
Who said that? Cosplay One?
Everyone in the comments knows this is.
What do they know? I don't even know some of them.
Oi!
I was jealous. I wanted the full experience, dude. So you're Growler Gary?
Yeah, I think so. I believe so. That was one of the characters I played.
Believe so because it's not out yet.
That episode I don't think is out yet, but I think we're allowed to say who we played because you all know the characters in Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Well, I had Ben Wolf come up for an interview.
Oh, awesome!
And Ben Wolf said, "Well, I'm going to be in Kansas City."
Oh yeah,
and Jeff's going to be there, and Ryan's going to be there.
Yep.
I'm like, fuck. What the hell?
Yeah, and now I'll be there.
And now So first thing I did was buy a season of the Immersion Tunnel and just go, wow.
Oh man, it's great. It's so well done.
So
it's really well done.
Now I have to go buy season 2 and season 3.
They're coming out at a fast clip now, so
yeah. Well, you got to keep everybody ready for book 8.
Yes.
It comes out in 2 months.
Yeah. I think Matt's currently in the UK now, isn't he? On tour.
He is.
With,
he's doing UK and Ireland. At some point, he's going to be going down yonder.
He'll be in Houston. I think I saw his calendar.
He is at the Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And I was a little bummed. He's going to be in Philly for book 8. sometime in Mayish. I would love to. Saw him for the first time for book 7 down in Coral Gables, Florida.
Oh, nice.
So he's just awesome. When
he's brilliant. Yeah, such a nice guy.
I would like to have him down in Florida again to go and get him for book 8, and I'd bring all 8.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
I think I have 3 or 4 that aren't pop-popped yet.
Right.
It's just Matt Dinneman because I didn't know any better, but now at least he knows. And his taste in shirts. My taste in shirts. Who's talking about my shirts? My shirts are phenomenal.
My shirt's kind of boring, but it is that shade of purple that I like. Oh, it is Silver Surfer.
Yeah, I have 2 or 3 Silver Surfers, and the cool thing is now this company, they put names up here, so I'm now getting a monogrammed PopPop.
Oh, sweet!
So I'm just a whore. It's great. It's the best thing in the world. I also have one for PopPop's the RPG world.
Oh, very nice. I need to get one of those.
Pardon me?
I need to get one. I don't know what I
would
get.
One of those?
On it.
Well, you want to get a Gary Furlong shirt
or a PopPop one, either or.
You want to get a PopPop shirt? Send me your size.
Oh God, I'm hopefully trying to make my size smaller, but right now it's XL.
That's okay. I had to get somebody a 5X.
Oh yeah, to sleep in it.
No, that would just fit them. So I didn't say that. God, I'm not mentioning any names at this point.
Nothing wrong with a 5X shirt.
We have not. Last year, I was just a poor sniveling fan.
We're all poor sniveling fans of various things.
But you were a panelist.
Where?
LitRPG Con.
I was still a fan. There was so many people there that I was like, yeah, there's so many awesome people here.
It's true. But I just had to sit in the audience and beg for signatures and all that stuff.
It was fun though.
It was absolutely fantastic. I'm a hardcore sniveling sound booth fan. You should be. They do phenomenal jobs everywhere.
Yeah, they're only like they're going from strength to strength.
Who's a stripper? Are you a stripper?
Why are we?
Or am I a stripper?
His Steve, it's you. It's got to be you.
Steve Rowland is a stripper. The author Steve Rowland, but only in Dungeon Crawler Carl.
I'll believe you. I believe.
I think it's in like book 6 or book 7.
Just Steve Rowland is a stripper.
Yeah, You haven't gotten that far in listening to Dungeon Crawler Carl, so yeah, that's a whole thing. But I don't think I ever stripped on my shows. Did I? Don't know.
This is kind of not related, but it is. I've never stripped on a show, but I was on national television in Ireland in just my underwear.
How does this happen?
8 seconds. It was very unkind comedy piece, but I still did it. Whereas it was this comedian's show, and the bit was, on those house renovation shows when they show you the house before and there's bad music, like it's scary music. Then the good music comes on when it's the nice house and it's all done. The comedian was like, I wonder, does the music do that for everything? Play the bad music, Gary comes out in underwear. Play the good music, this fucking jacked, tanned model comes out and is like rippling his muscles and everything. I will which is it's a mean joke. I had such a good day on that set. Just hanging out at Ireland's premier fucking TV network, their only one, bar TG4. But anyway, it was a great day. But I was half naked on TV, so maybe they're talking about.
Well, there you go. And just so you know, Spencer, you cannot trust anything that Reckwell says about me ever. Ever. I don't think. I'm the one that is nice to him at all times. I'm not.
I see.
I'm not. I'm not really. I'm not. So, what are we are on? Where do people find you, see you, talk to you, follow what you do?
I am Gary Furlong VO on pretty much every social media platform.
Consistency is a good thing.
I'm lucky there was no other Gary Furlongs who did VO. There is a Gary Furlong who works, I think, in HR. He writes books about it. and I'm going to narrate that guy's book. Gary Furlong, narrated by a different Gary Furlong. That is my dream goal, to narrate this man's book. And we got close to doing it. I contacted him and we talked about it, but communications fell apart. I don't know what happened. We just fell out of
Maybe
touch.
he didn't understand your English.
It was email. He didn't know.
So you wouldn't know. You don't email in Irish?
I think no, I don't. Can you imagine? Just like, I don't speak this language, and neither do you, but I do email in Irish. But yeah, Gary Furlong VO in pretty much across the board. Gary Furlong on Audible and on Soundbooth's site for the
You do not
only
cosplay
titles.
Gary Furlong. You can't
I'm doing
cosplay
it.
anybody.
He could,
Cosplay is troublesome. He is a troublemaker.
You talked to Ben Wolf recently. I did a series for him I'm doing a series for him called Santa Saves Christmas, which is a full cast version of the already existing audiobook.
Okay. So who is Soundbooth doing that? Yeah.
And the guy who did the original voices is also in it as one of the main characters. So like we got some sound, but Jeff is in it. Jeff plays.
Of course Jeff is in it.
In Santa Saves Christmas, Jeff plays Vladimir Putin. So you should go get it. Just on that recommend.
What are you talking about? It's on my shelf.
Yeah.
I have books all over the place. I get books.
I need to get more books, like more
just
physical
for the fun
books.
of it. Look.
Yeah, that's an impressive collection.
And then Athon's over here.
Something else over there? Have you frozen?
I did freeze. Mango is over here. All the mango stuff.
All right.
So that's not as big as the Athon, but I'll get them more. So, yeah, that's when I went in and created a TikTok, which I resisted for the longest time. I went down, I sat down and said, okay, let's create my name or my character. I said, okay, what's your name? Well, Pop. This is like in the last year. So how long has TikTok been around?
Not a long time, but long enough.
Long enough?
Yeah.
Pop. Okay, you're Pop. What?
No PopPop's on TikTok.
There's no Pop on TikTok.
There you go. That is shocking, actually, to me.
It was density.
Yeah, yes, that was your density.
And then I just said, okay, I have to be consistent. So now it became PopPop's LitRPG World, which is where I am everywhere too. So
nice.
Consistency is good. So look for Gary Furlong VO everywhere. You're going to be able to see PopPop and Gary Furlong at JordanCon.
Yes.
I'll make sure I do videos of him and with him.
I'll do videos.
And then we're going to be at LitRPG Con as panelists and doing all sorts of weird stuff. I still have to talk to Geneva about what I want to do or what I will beg her to do.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah. I'm trying to suck up to Rhett and Steve by having an entire bookshelf
of
the Athon stuff. Yeah. I don't think it'll work, but who knows?
At least you get a bookshelf of quality books,
They do, I guess.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of win-win.
Yeah. So, and they're coming out with the hardbacks now. So that'll be good. And what else? What else do you need to tell? Oh, I get to talk about next week because it's my show.
That's true. It is your show now. I give it back to you.
Thank you so much. How was it to have my show? It did not feel good to have it stolen from me.
I felt powerful. It was a power that I didn't trust myself with.
Good for giving it back. So next Wednesday night, I do trying to become something called Royal Road Wednesdays.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
So I'm actually interviewing is it Jerpatch or Jerpatch? Who is
how do you spell it?
Jerpatch.
Oh, I would say Jerpatch.
I have talent finders who get people help me people find Tonic. There you go. It's Tonic is the name on Discord. So she is coming on to my show at 8:00. The 9:00 episode on that night is someone you may have heard of or you may know. His first name is Neil. His last name is Helligers.
Ooh, very nice.
So I get to talk to Neil on Wednesday night. Thursday at 3 p.m. What do you think that means at a 3 p.m. interview Eastern time?
Someone not in America?
Yeah, because they don't want to be awake at 2:00 in the morning for the 8:00 episode.
Oh, yeah. Someone is in Ireland?
Someone, let's say, in the north of England?
Okay. Scottish person? No.
No, almost, but not quite.
Oh, is it Jez?
It is Jez Ketchum.
Oh, very nice.
So Jez, I talked to on, because he's also going to Jordan Con.
Mm.
And
That's
then
awesome.
that night, I'm going to be talking to Rin Stryker, who is
Oh,
also
sweet.
John. Yeah, she has
Rin's awesome.
Yeah, so I love Rin. Yeah, she waited for my wife and I on the first day of being at LitRPG Con to go out to breakfast.
Really?
As we were coming on the train, she said, "I'll wait." So then it was Rin, my wife, and Jay Krause, and his wife. So that's now a tradition.
That's awesome.
So that's my next week, and then after that, it's just busy forever.
Mm.
I'm a nut. What can I do? So, Koss, thanks for following along. Spence, thanks for being at both of them. Tommy is probably not here anymore. Tommy and Ronnie, thanks for popping in. Mucho apreciado. That's Italian.
Right.
Spanish combo. I think it's a patois.
Just a polyglot.
Yeah, why not? I appreciate you coming on.
Oh, thanks for having me.
I still have to learn what to do with narrators.
Why? What's wrong with just doing this?
I guess it's good.
It's
One
nice.
thing you probably don't know is that's what I do. I converse. I don't interrogate.
Yeah, it's very nice.
I don't really listen to ebooks yet.
That's okay.
Because my ears don't work first go round.
Right.
I have to read the book.
Okay.
I have to know the book. That's why I can listen to Dungeon Crawler Carl now.
Oh, because you've already read it?
Because I've already read all 7.
Gotcha.
Waiting for book 8. And I can do that with, a few other Discount Dan.
Right. Yeah.
So I could do it to books I've read. Mage Tank by Daniel Wisniewski.
Oh, yes. Yeah. And pretty much anything by Daniel Wisniewski.
Yeah. His voice is fire.
Mm-hmm.
Ask them to do the voices. Yeah, I could do that. Now, why would they want to just do the? They may not be able to.
Sometimes, depending on how long ago it was, you just can't remember until you'd have to go back and listen to the files and kind of refresh yourself on the characters.
Yeah, Steve. I mean, Steve did say he does that.
I do that. Yeah.
You just don't know. And even authors. Hunter Mythos is going back to Rogue Ascension, one of his earlier first series. He says, "Yeah, I finished up Path of the Slayer. Now I'm going to redo Rogue Ascension. It's going to take a while to read it again."
Yeah.
Because, you forget. I mean, you do a movie 30 years ago. Somebody watches it now and you say, "Oh my God, I love doing that movie. How did you do this?" I'm like, "I don't fucking know." 30 years ago. It was just a job. Leave me alone.
Well, even like, I don't know. I know we're pressed for time, but like, even if it's never just a job, like it can mean a lot at the time, but then you do another project and another one and another one. And just sometimes like it kind of fades a small bit, but like, it's always a lovely experience, and always like you get real locked in when you're doing it.
True,
but
very
true. You have to refresh yourself sometimes.
I'm gonna buy the children's book just to hear you sing like a squirrel.
That's
what you call dedication.
I'm either a squirrel or a very tiny insect, but I'm a small creature. So you should get it. It's for children, but it's an awesome book.
He might write, but he might be at a children's reading level. I don't know.
You see, it could be. It's an adult's book for you. It's about it's a sci-fi.
Make
it's an
them voice Pop. No one can voice Pop.
Except
try to voice me. Yeah,
you have to do it
because it's a different voice. Especially when I get into, "Hey, welcome to the," that's Rec and Pop. I do that so horribly too. I just beat up on Rec on our shows. So.
Do you have performance voice versus your normal speaking voice?
I do.
"Hey, everybody, how you doing?" Then you talk.
"Hey, this is Pop. Yeah. It's just something comes up. So.
Do Pop narrations?
I do.
"Hey, this is Pop. Pushing at you.
Hey, how are you? I'm not Pop now. This is totally different me.
Yeah,
I have a different voice, but I did that. an episode or two ago, I just started speaking in some. Hi, this is Pop Pop. Welcome to the Rec and Pop Pop show. Tonight we're going to what the hell, and then just pop the glasses on it, and then I'm back. So
your podcast persona comes on.
You never know. Be the Pop. You can't be the Pop. No one can be the Pop.
I can't. No.
No, he can't.
You might be able to though.
Yeah. You can't glom onto a New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Florida accent.
No, that's beyond me.
So, guys, we're done. I'm tired. I gotta go say hi to my wife, or she's gonna slaughter me. She's been gone for like 4 days.
Oh my God! Yeah. Let's help your wife.
Have a wonderful night. Thanks for everyone showing up. I'm going to yell at people for not showing up and get this up on my YouTube. See, exactly. Just like it must be an Islander thing because we did that, last year as well. Thank you. Can't wait to meet you in a couple weeks.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
it'll be loads of fun. And
Absolutely.
we'll go from there. Now, my nemesis isn't here, so I'll be able to get rid of this real quick and real easily. Thanks for coming into the Pop-Up show tonight with Gary Furlong. Going to be at Jordan Con. Going to be at LitRPG Con with me.
Yes.
And now, Pop-Up is out. Stop already. God almighty.